remember, our politics make sure your politics actually. People need to realize they decide when you're gonna wake up.
That's true. That's very true.
And they also decide when you're going to bed, so you can wake up.
I think that most people who are running any type of pro-family platform, the things that they're going to do are going to benefit single moms. If you think about, for example, something that will encourage single moms to build businesses,
right,
so that they can support their families. That's something that single moms would benefit from. So tax breaks for small businesses would be something that would be beneficial. More play areas for their children's safety.
Right.
Have something that has to do with reducing the crime, so that people aren't afraid to sit in their homes and not be fearful of some violence befalling them. Also, any type of laws that would help victims of domestic abuse would also be something that would be extremely beneficial, because people are terrorized in their homes. Women are terrorized in their homes. I believe that, I'm going to say something controversial, but
that's fine.
It's all right. I believe that there would probably be a few more single-parent homes if they knew that they could go out of that violent situation and be safe. So
you need to meet Lolita Gilmore.
I do. Okay. I've actually, somebody spoken to me about her before. I need to meet her. I do. I know.
So in April, I said that March.
Yes,
March is Women's Month, Women's History Month. Okay, so for Women's History Month, me and you, are gonna contact some women in charge.
Okay.
Well, I said that women.
I love that.
Some women in charge, and we're gonna have a lunch and a dinner or something.
Okay.
But it will be only it will be not. I said only, didn't I? It will be to communicate.
Yes.
To exchange what we do.
Absolutely.
So that we can better help ourselves.
That sounds great.
Because everything you mentioned is in Killeen. So we need to now go around in circles to catch each other.
Yes.
To say, hey, listen, then you need to go to her. You need to go to her.
Absolutely.
You need to go to her. We might end up having a women's newsletter. Oh, that would be good.
That would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be good. Because there are some things, like you said, that for all families. But see, the more you mention, when you say all families would be benefit from this, you got to remember when our legislators or when your city councilmen think, they're going to go, this group of all people, this covers everybody. But you got to always remember to have your name in that everybody.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So now our city council people need to learn that now they got to think about, there's a group.
Yeah, they do.
There's a group.
Yes.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, there's a group now.
Yes.
Well, before it was just a bunch of people.
Yes.
Now there's a group with a name to it that's also tackling the same issue.
Exactly.
Then they begin to think.
Yes.
Our legislators, when you mention who you are and the group, you become part of a pie because they never thought about you.
That's true.
They thought about families.
Yes.
Even though you are a family.
Right.
You are a family.
Right.
But your family that's slightly different.
That's very true.
You know, like I'll say LGBTQ families. They're a family, slightly different.
Slightly different.
But everybody needs to make sure your name is fit in, is in there. So they need to know that, yes, we had a group of families that were there, but you know, one family was represented by. And then people start to think. Because right now we're allowing them to think of only families of the family in their brain.
True. Well, can I share with you a few statistics?
Yes, please
about the people who I represent.
Okay. Yes.
So these are some just statistics that I found online.
Oh, cool.
In the city of Killeen, 29% of live births are to single moms.
Really?
29%. In Harker Heights, 37% of live births are to single moms.
In Harker Heights?
Harker Heights.
You need to put this on your Facebook page so we can share it.
I know. Wow. In Bell County, 31,625 out of the 85,439, that's 37%, are single parent homes.
Dang.
And that was in 2013.
I didn't know that.
Texas ranks 9th in the country for single mother-led households 8.25 of the total population, and that's a recent study done in 2018. And according to the U.S. Census Bureau, 19.7 million children, and that's more than 1 in 4, live without a father in their home.
Wow.
So we're not talking about a few people.
No.
At all.
No. Bell County's looking bad. But it's time to wake Bell County up.
It is time to wake Bell County up.
Because I didn't know those numbers.
Yeah.
I didn't think about those numbers being that high. Mm-hmm. I was hoping those numbers would be,
a little bit smaller. But
a little bit smaller.
No, sorry, no.
Okay, so that means we have a job to do.
We do have a job to do. So I'd like to mention whenever I get a chance.
Go ahead.
Talk about how people can help.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yes. Come on. We need to know now. You gave us some
now
stats.
that we know, right? Yeah. Now we need to know how to help.
Yes.
So, number one, refer people to our Facebook page. And ask them to join, and not just join, but interact with our group.
Okay.
Because we need people who are not just going to come in and absorb the information, although we love you, we want you, but we also need people who are tired of the way things have been, and they want to advocate for a change for themselves and for others.
Right.
Number two, become partners with us on events.
Okay.
I'm in the process of planning a Mother's Day event.
That's cute.
And so I would love some people to partner with, although I definitely am going to do the restaurant thing too. But I would love some people to partner with, because I want to make single moms feel special. I want to make single moms know that they are priceless. I want to remind them of the gift of God that they are. And so that's why the special events are so special.
Can I halt you for a minute? I have a question.
No, you're fine.
What about single grandmoms?
Single grandmoms, yes.
That are raising the child.
Yes, absolutely.
Because they're, you have some single grandparents
yes.
that are raising
You're absolutely right.
the child.
And they are welcome. Okay. They are welcome.
Because, we need to...
But I'm going to also tell you one other caveat.
Oh,
because when I put together the Christmas event, people said, well, what about single dads? And I can say that I've never been a single dad. So I can say, even though I can empathize, I'm throwing the mantle out to a single dad who has a passion in his belly to start something for single dads. Because Single Mom Society is not a dating service. I get men all the time trying to join. This is not for them. And so, sorry, but... this is not, let me see where a place I can find a wife. That's not what this is. So this is for women. But I do throw the mantle out for single dads, to get up and let their voices be heard as well.
Because we have some.
Yeah. So another thing is that we also can take donations, even though we're not a 501c3.
Right.
So you won't get a tax deduction, but we can use in-kind donations, for example. If someone is a mechanic and they say, you know what, I'm willing to donate my services, and then I can find some single moms who can use the services, then we welcome that. That's something we can put out there on our Facebook page. So we can't necessarily give tax deduction, but we can give you publicity because you came out and you helped our group.
But also that business knows how to write it off on their taxes.
That's exactly. They sure do know how to write it out on their taxes. So, and monetary donations as well, because none of these events that we put on are something that requires no money. Everything is going to require some money. So we also welcome that as well. And then also include us in your upcoming events. You're including me in some of your upcoming events, and I appreciate that. That gets our name out there. That lets people know who we are. That puts a face to Single Mom Society of Central Texas. So when we have events, or if you have a community event, I know a lot of times people have charges for like tables and that type of thing. But if you would like to have us come out and represent, we would love to be able to do that.
Hey, well, the excuse me, I do things with so many names. I got short that. But anyway, we have a block party for the homeless and the less fortunate. Informational block party for the homeless and less fortunate. And yes, our tables are free. And everything we do is free.
Yes.
We don't. But yes.
But even if you charge, again, getting the word out there for your event you could also let us just come and have a table. We don't take up much space.
Yeah, you have a table?
Yeah. No, I mean other people.
But what I would like for you to bring to the table is some information that they can walk away with.
Absolutely.
Because the purpose is empowering.
Together.
Is empowering the family.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I'm putting that together now.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you one thing to not to cut you off.
No,
but,
you're fine.
The last block party we did, I get all the organizations that have something for parents and families and single people to move forward.
Yes.
And a lady came through there, and she was complaining from this end all the way down. So I trailed her because I needed to know what was she asking because she was kind of loud.
Yes.
So I was walking behind her, and I told her, I'm like, so what do you actually need?
Right.
She goes, well, I'm very upset. I said, I got you. But I need to know what you need.
Right.
I said, because the more you yell, the less you're going to get. You know, she goes, what? The more you yell, the less you're going to get.
Right.
What do you need?
Right.
And she said, you see my 2 children? Yes, I see your children. I said, yes. They don't have a backpack. Oh, that's all you need? She goes, yeah, that's it. She says, yes. I looked at the kids. Who's your favorite character?
Oh.
The kids told me their favorite character is. I said, I need you to be here for 30 minutes. She goes, why? I'll be back with 2 backpacks. She said, where you going to get them from? You don't need to know where I'm going to get them from. I will be back. Right. So she did not believe me because the look on her face told me, oh, yeah, whatever.
Sure. Right.
You know, so I left, came back. I said, here's your kids' backpacks. She said, so what I owe you? I didn't say you owed me anything.
Right.
I asked your kids. She said, what do you mean? I said, you told me their back, they needed to. You were upset because you couldn't afford them. And school was getting, I said, so I asked them. I didn't ask you.
Sure.
I said, I asked them who were their favorite characters.
Right.
She goes, okay, and I went and got them backpacks. I said, so if I was going to charge you, I would have told you how much is charged. I said, but when I went to your children and asked them, you should have realized then. At that point, I changed the game.
Yes.
I said, because you told me what the issue was. I needed to ask them how to fix it.
Yes.
I said, because I didn't want to bring 2 weird-looking things back, and I don't like them.
Right.
I said, I wanted to bring something back that fitted what they said. I said, so this is close for her. She cool.
Right.
He's happy.
Right.
I said, in their field. The backpacks have all their supplies in them.
Right.
You know, so she was like, so you were serious when you said this on the radio? Yes. She said, your flyer was serious? Yes. I said, we're here to serve, only serve.
That's right.
I said, so next time you want something. I told her when I'm going to have another one. I told her, I said, so in March when we do it next year, don't come yelling.
Right.
Come asking.
That's all right.
And, you know, and she said, oh, okay, because I didn't know it was that easy. She said, because everything she'd been asking for, she had to fight for. And so for these backpacks was killing her.
Wow.
You know, it was, so she was demanding what she went through. You got backpacks? She was asking everybody that.
Yeah.
So I trailed her, and I'm like, so here's the backpacks.
Wow.
So she looked at me. She had nothing else to say. You know, she goes, well, my kids are hungry. I said, hungry today or hungry for a while? She goes, well, what you mean? I said, see, you need to tell me, hungry for today or for tomorrow.
That's right.
I need to know. She said, well, they're just hungry. I said, got you. I said, first of all, there's free food here, so go over and get some food.
Right.
Come back and I'll connect you with somebody that'll take you shopping.
Oh, wow.
She looked at me, she goes, so you thought of everything? I tried to. And she said, what? I said, no, I didn't think of everything. I'm sure I missed something. I said, but it's your job to tell me what I missed.
That's true.
So when she fed the kids, came back, a friend of mine, he was there. He said, you know, he told her, he says, how you want me to do this? Do you drive? Whatever. He said, because I know you getting in a stranger's car.
Sure.
Or what, you know. So they worked that out. She came back about, when we were packing up, she came back. Guess what? I said, what?
Oh, wow.
I got food. Okay. She said, and I learned something. What? You said don't yell. Right. Asked, don't yell.
I love that.
You know, so, but yeah, we want you to come out and.
Okay. I'll be there.
We had 300 people last time. I'm just telling you.
I'll be prepared.
Okay.
I'll be prepared. I'm already getting it ready.
Okay.
Another thing that people can do that help is to invite me to come out and speak at your event.
Okay.
I love to speak, first of all. I don't necessarily know that I always need to, but I love to. And I would love to be able to share the vision with other people.
Okay.
If they feel like there's people who want to hear it, I would love to be able to do that. Another thing is allow us to help develop events with your organizations that will focus on meeting the needs of single parents.
Okay, I'll do one.
Definitely. And what I know, but I'm just saying. I'd love to be able to join with churches who want to host events, with organizations who want to host events, because I don't believe that it's that people don't want to. I just believe that maybe they just don't know the first place to start.
Right.
And then if they get the first place, maybe they're not sure exactly what our single moms would be interested in.
Correct.
And so I would love to be able to join forces with someone to help them get something off the ground. And then the last thing is just pray for us. Pray for us, pray for our members, because this is not something that I put together. This is something God put together. And so I recognize it, and I'm humbled by it, because I know that in and of myself, I don't have the wherewithal to do this. And so that's kind of where we could use some help.
Okay. Done.
Thank you.
Well, one done. I'll my show will host an event for you.
Okay. Sounds great.
And we'll do it in March.
Okay. Sounds wonderful. March is going to be a great and busy month.
It's going to be a mover month.
That's great. I like that.
Yeah, it's going to be a mover month.
March is mover month.
It's going to be a mover month.
T-shirts.
That came off my brain. I don't know where that came from. But anyway, it's going to be mover month.
Okay.
So everything we're going to do in March is going to be something to move, not be stagnated.
Sounds great.
The only issue that I see,
yes,
and one is because I've been doing things in Killeen for a long time.
Sure,
is churches.
Yeah,
and the reason churches always become an issue is, as we know, our churches are supposed to be a church. Some of our churches are businesses.
Yes, they are.
And some of our churches are all about me businesses.
Yes.
And the problem becomes, I never host anything in a church, and I never will, because I want people to be free from that thought process.
Sure.
Of not free from church, thinking church, but free from the process of, my church doesn't get along with that church. Oh my God, I can't go. So I want people to be free from that thought, because if we push that thought, you lose people. Because of the mindset you get when you walk in that door. Like I tell people, don't hold me in the church, because people start arguing. Some people get the guilt complex and don't say it, so it leaves this thing going on. But that's my only thing. I don't hold
and I can totally get that.
Yeah,
I can totally get that. I
get the craziness going on.
No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. I just want to be. I want to be able to open it up to whoever, because I believe that there can be some real great transformative work there. And so if you get people who can step outside of the bureaucracy and they can step outside of the way things have always been done, and you get someone in a position where they're able to actually make a change, then I would love to be able to help them make that change. Yes. Because you have to connect with somebody. And some places that I've been to, like some of the events that I've been to for single moms, actually have been hosted by churches. I've actually not been to an event for single moms hosted by anyone else. And so that's also a call to other organizations, because, that's something that you can do. Yes. But I'm just saying, any event I've been to, like Single Moms Oil Changes, and it was hosted by, I've been to one Single Moms Oil Change that was hosted by an organization, a company, but most of them have been hosted by churches.
Okay.
And so that's the reason why I want to put that out there, because I want things to be different for everybody. No matter who you are.
So you like let's say it's a garage in Killeen or Harker Heights or wherever that says we'll do 30% off oil changes on Tuesday. Something like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
I've Mr. Lane over at the Barbershop College at OG's. When I was putting together the event for Christmas, he opened up his doors to be able to cut hair for free on a couple of days for single moms. That type of thing, because that's an expense. And I have a story. My son, he was at a school, I won't say which one, and there was a person who was there, I won't say who they were. But, I was, single mom trying to cut his hair, because haircuts could be expensive.
Yes.
And the man said, your mama cut your hair, didn't she?
Not your mama cut your hair?
Yes. Now, what he could have said was, I know that your mom probably doesn't have experience in cutting hair. Let me take you to get your hair cut. Or he could have said, I know that your mom may not know, that maybe she doesn't do this. I'm going to bring my clippers up here and I'll cut your hair. But what he said was, oh, your mama cut your hair, didn't she? And that traumatized my son to the point that even though right now, this has been some years now, right now he is very hesitant to let me cut his hair. And I'm just like, okay, guys, really? So, just a gauntlet to the men out there. There are a lot of single males who single moms cannot, or there's a lot of males who single moms cannot teach them how to be godly men of character, men of valor, strong men. And I have gone to every single place that I've gone to try to find men who will help mentor my son. I have a son and a daughter. So obviously, because I'm a female, my daughter and I relate better, and my son feels sometimes like an outsider because he doesn't have people to come along and say, let me buy you a pair of size 15 men gym shoes, or let me, take you clothes shopping, or let me get your hair cut, or let me just hang out with you. Let's go grab a cup of coffee. Let's just talk about stuff. So I say that to say that, that's another area that I am also passionate about, and that is people who have done things in life coming back behind and looking at the children of the single parents and saying, you know what, I can teach them some things.
So you don't know about the Knights of Pythagoras?
No, I don't.
All right. I'll connect you with one of them. Knights of Pythagoras is held by the Masonics.
Okay.
And but the Knights are boys.
Okay.
They walk them through the men to boy thing, the boy to men thing, and they do all the fishing, and they go places, and they do all these things for boys. I only know about them because I know most of the community. That's it. I know most. So they do exist.
Now I have a feeling that if I didn't know about them, there's a lot of single moms who also did not know about them.
So I will introduce you to the two of y'all together.
Yes.
And then you can, because I'm not going to talk for you.
No, of course. Oh, you don't need to.
But I will just say, I'm not the one to say, oh, they need to know. I'll put you two together and then say, hey, listen, this is who she is, this is who and y'all get it together.
And this is the other thing, too, is that I'm sure there's a lot of great organizations out there who are doing this very thing.
Right.
But we need to know about you.
Yes.
So please contact us. We'll put that on our Facebook page. We want to know what's going on in the community. And we want to know things that will benefit our children and benefit our families. And we won't know about those things if we don't get the word out. Now, I've been blessed to find out about a lot of different things.
Right.
I don't know. I've been put in a position. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that.
Right.
And I've been able to help other people find out about that. But I want to be able to know about everything that's going on. So that's something that would be really beneficial too.
Cool. Yes, add it to the pie.
To the pie.
And make it a whole pie.
Yes.
It has to be pineapple though.
That's all right.
I'm just saying.
I'm not mad.
Because I
love lemon, but you go ahead.
No, it has to be pineapple.
Well, it's okay though.
Okay, good. I'm special ed. Remember that? We only see things one direction.
It's okay. It's all right. I work with special needs too, so I get you. I do. I understand.
Okay, good. Because, we have a passion about one thing.
Yes.
It's what we're going to do and how it has to look at the end.
And you also know I'm also from Detroit, so...
Yes, so we have the Detroit people, we see things way differently.
We do.
I found that out through being here. But you know what else I found out? Get off the topic for a whole second. And yes, I'm going to say it because people go, you what? Really? I realize that when I do events, I only work with people from my area of the world.
Really?
I'm either guilty of it, not conscious of it, but this lady was talking to me. She goes, why everything you do something people from the north? I do for us. And I sat down and I'm like, oh, they are. I said, because we got a different mindset. That's why I said, I don't have to do all the explanation. I could just say, hey, listen, let's do this, this, and this on this day, and we cool. And so, okay, that's my guilty thing.
I got you.
Okay, it's a guilty thing. A couple of years ago, I did a thing about Detroit.
Did you?
About the riot in 67. I had a couple of people on the show, and we talked about where we were doing that ride.
Okay.
It was weird because we were now not, all three of us were in different areas of the city at that time.
Yes.
And so we all had a different memory.
Oh, sure.
Because of where, and it was cool. It was really nice.
That is cool.
It was nice to do that because we're like, you were where? What? And and with our ages difference, we were what you call it, a different part.
Yes.
So it was really cool. Yeah, but we did the Detroit thing. Okay, so for your Facebook page is what?
So my Facebook page is Central Mom. So my wow. I hope you can edit that. It's Single Mom Society of Central Texas.
Okay. So we can go on there and say, hey, listen, I know so-and-so does this on this day, or
yes,
I know this group exists this way, or whatever.
Yes, absolutely.
Also, can you go back on your page and put those stats out there?
I sure can.
Because sometimes you have people that like information, but you have stats freaks. You have people who, you give them a stat and they go crazy.
Yes.
But you say something like just a normal conversation and that's not their... They don't feel that. They feel the stats. They feel the whatevers. Okay, so from Community Connections, next month, we're going to have a women sit-down talk. This is what we do event.
Okay.
So we're going to, And then also, probably during spring break, we got the same time off.
Yes, we do.
So it's a couple of people that I would like for you to meet.
Okay.
And to help further along what you're doing.
That would be great.
Because if we don't all work together, we crash.
That's true.
So we're all going to work together and get things done and things moving.
Okay.
I'm more of a kid person. I'm an adult person too, yes, but I'm more of a kid person because our kids they're not our tomorrow. The kids are our now because they're living right now.
Yes, they are.
And if we don't ingrain them in the right way to go, they're going to be voting on our lives later, and we don't know what we'll get then.
That's so true.
And also, our kids are coming up missing.
Yes, they are.
And if we don't ingrain them now, we're going to have more of them missing. And also, our kids look to us for support. They look to us for an opinion. They look to us for those things.
Right.
And a single parent child, like you said, you have a girl.
Yes.
You don't have a boy. So certain things. You're the mother. You're the female.
Yeah, I'm the mother. Right. Exactly.
And your son doesn't have that.
He doesn't have that.
Person,
Exactly.
And because if he says it to you, you're looking at it as a female point of view.
Yes.
Because you got what he said, but you're not going to give him the answer that he wants.
Exactly.
That he needs for him. You're going to give him the mother answer.
Yes.
That's not the mother
answer. He doesn't want. 16.
So we've got to fix that.
Yes.
And once the community knows, to me, once the community knows, it becomes the community's job to fix it.
Absolutely.
Because it's not your job to fix it. So as whatever. But once the community knows, it's our job now to help you.
Yes.
To say, hey, listen, this and these people, they do this, and this. Then you choose. You say, well, son, what do you feel? How do you feel about it?
Right.
So he can know he has a choice.
Yes.
And when he has that moment, he can say to someone,
Sure.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that I love the fact that you're a kid person. I'm an adult person.
Right.
And the reason I'm an adult person is because I look out and I see all of this opportunity for kids, and I don't see that for adults.
Right.
And I'm the type of person that I've made mistakes in my life, and people have given up on me. And I just want people to know that no matter how old you are, you woke up today, that means that you have another chance to do something different.
Right.
There's no such thing as old dog. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I don't believe in that. I believe that if you make a different change or a different decision, you can have a different thing in your life. And so I really want to focus on those parents because they have to be the models for their kids.
Right.
And they have to instill in they're their kids' first teachers. They have to instill the values, and they have to instill the morals. They have to instill those life lessons in their kids.
Now you gave me another idea.
Great. I love it. This is great.
But you don't know me.
I don't care. It don't matter.
I'm the, I still think I'm in Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not a fixer. I'm the one I'm the action person. If you talk, I'm thinking of an action.
Sure.
And that's how my brain works.
That sounds wonderful.
The problem is I end up with more actions, and people are like, what? I just thought of it. And I'll just think of something. I'm like, okay, so I have an ideal in my head already of what can be done for single parent a single parent. Okay, so what month and what day is going to be Single Parent Day?
Well, every month and every day is Single Parent Day. There is actually,
but we need a focus.
There is actually a National Single Parent Day. I'll have to look and see when that is, because there is a National Single Parent Day.
And see, we need to know.
Yeah, we do. We do.
We need to know, because if you say, okay, I'll just pick child abuse awareness.
Yes.
April is actually Abuse Awareness Month.
Yes.
And it's Child Abuse Awareness Month.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a color with that, which is blue.
Yes.
So we know that.
Yes.
And we will focus on that. Breast cancer awareness, or cancer awareness, is in October.
Yes.
We know that.
Yes.
And the color's purple.
Yes.
Autism is in April. You know it's also blue.
Sure.
But also there's a connection with that. Since it is Autism Month in April, now Lowe's, and I have to say it, Lowe's, if you buy a blue light from them, the money goes back to the association.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it went from just being autism to stores. If you buy a light with this color, you get a discount for it. So that's and you figure that was built from basically a group of people.
Yes, that's true.
So if Single Parents Month is, I'll say July,
right,
and the color is purple or green, then we need to know that that's that month. And some people associate things with that.
That's true.
Because, as you know, as humans, we're a visual society.
Yes.
So we associate things like that. So I know in April I need a blue light, and October I know I need a purple one.
That's true.
So I actually do that.
Yes.
And we need to, so those things make things more fun.
That's true.
And you
That's
think more of it because we are visual people. So
that's a really good idea. I'm going to find the answer to that.
Well, now it's time for us to wrap it up.
That's fine. I will post it on my Facebook page.
That's what I'm saying.
Once I find the answer, it will be on my face. That'll be another reason for people to come.
That's true. Okay, I want to thank you for coming on this morning and letting us know that single parents are here.
Yes.
And that we need to stand up and focus. And you single parents, you got a Facebook page to go and find.
Exactly right.
You need to find Miss Melissa Williams.
Alicia,
excuse me. Why I get Melissa? Because I'm thinking of something she's got to do for you.
That's okay. That's right.
But I would thank you for listening to Alicia Williams.
Thank you.
Now you need to trail her. And if you are a single mom, you need to Facebook her now.
Yes.
Right now, today.
Right now.
And all your other friends that you talk to that are single parents.
Tell them too.
Tell them also, say, let's all go and, Facebook her now. Because I want her Facebook to be so full that for the next 2 hours, she's just going to be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We want to overload her with stuff.
Yes.
So that she go, hey, listen, community, they heard me and they responded. But I want to thank everyone for listening to Kids Community Connections at 103.1. And I want you to always remember, you cannot lead a positive life with a negative mind. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Bye now.